According to reports, Tiffany Stratton versus Blake Moore was originally planned for the Women's United States Championship at SummerSlam. Before WWE reportedly changed those plans, if it's true, this would have given Tiffany a chance to defend the title she already holding, instead of taking different path on the card. What do you think? Did WWE make the right call, or would you have preferred Tiffany Stratton versus Blake Moore at SummerSlam? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more WWE news and updates. Let me be honest with y'all. Tiffany Stratton versus Blake Moore would have been a banger match. It would have been a good match. Honestly, WWE should have done that instead of that ladder match at SummerSlam with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair and maybe AJ Lee and all these other. That's what I don't get about this. So you're meaning to tell me that we sat through this whole thing where Blake Moore still hasn't had a debut match. Blake Moore still hasn't had she hasn't been debuted match. She attacks people backstage and that's it. And now she's letting it be known that, and they're just now wanting to set up the Tiffany. Basically, they're now pivoting to the ladder match, but the ladder match shouldn't even happen. Be honest with you, that ladder match shouldn't even be a thing. Because, let me be honest with you, Blake Moore versus Tiffany Stratton would have been more interesting. And let's keep it real for a minute. Triple H does not know what he's doing. I hate to say it, but he doesn't know what he's doing. And honestly, so I just seen something the other day where it said he became the creative person 4 years ago yesterday. So I think it was 14. It was in 4 or 10 years or something like that. I seen it yesterday. Anyway, what I mean by that is Tiffany Stratton versus Blake Moore could have been a better match. It could have been, yes, we don't know how it would have ended or finished, but you know, it would have been a good match. It would have been great to see on the SummerSlam card. Blake Moore is now missing SummerSlam, which is actually messed up. And if you got to think about it, Javon Evans is missing SummerSlam. I'm sorry, but I had to come up on this. But really talk, like, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think the Tiffany Stratton versus Blake Moore match at SummerSlam would have been better than the ladder match that we're having at SummerSlam with Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, and maybe a surprise return, maybe? But what I'm meaning to say is make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I do think I would have went with Blake Moore winning against Tiffany Stratton. Honestly, no, I take that back. I would have had Tiffany Stratton winning against, retaining her title against Blake Moore, and then having Blake Moore chase it again. Honestly, I do think Blake Moore is talent. Like, she is talented, and let's be honest, she is super talented and a good wrestler. Like, at NXT, they should have never, like, took her off of NXT, because right now she's getting booked terrible in the WWE. She has not had a match. She has not had a debut. She has not had a debut match. She had a debut, but it was her attacking someone, but that doesn't count as a debut match. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Tiffany Stratton versus Blake Moore should have happened. I don't know why y'all scrapped that plan, because, and I don't even care because I heard that they scrapped it because of Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, no, bro, that doesn't make sense. You putting her in a ladder match does not make sense. Yes, it adds excitement, but it's not a really excitement to people. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Peace.